here we are with Candace again.
Okay, so this is an amazing resource. I think Cleon Skousen is amazing. He's written quite a few books that we love. This one is awesome. It's not an afternoon read. This is more of a commitment, or you could just, take the parts of it that you want. It is set up very digestibly. It tells you about a lot of the greats and the definitely heartwarming things that they did, their character, what led them to bring to pass this great miracle of America. But it's a deeper dive. Then when you get back here, you get back to principles of, the making of America. And you could get through these quite easily. But again, you'd want to set some time aside. I want to say it's like 800 pages or something. Yeah, almost 900 pages. So this is amazing. They have broken it down into the 20. Oh, no, that's the next one. This book, The 5,000 Year Leap, they have broken this down into more of a kid's version. It's also by the same author, Cleon Skousen. And they have done this in a kid's version where you can buy it also, where it says the 28 not levels of liberty, but 28 principles of liberty. Yeah. And, but I have had quite a few friends say that the curriculum for the 28 principles of liberty is done really well in a classroom setting with like a co-op or a commonwealth, but it's a little entailed to do just at home by yourself, but I'm sure there's lots of people that could do it. Another thing that some of my friends have done have just been doing the deeper dive from the book itself. So this book is amazing in explaining a lot of the miracles and how we got to where we are today with God's hand. Okay, so another one for kids, I would say, is the Christian Hero series. They have them in this size. They have them in this size. And then they have an accompany guide, and they're amazing. They go through, and the kids version just kind of gives you some nice illustrations and tells you about their character and some things.
Is that in rhyming scheme?
It's not, but they do kind of set it up to look like that, like it's almost a poem for sure. But this one at least isn't on Clara Barton. This is on Corrie ten Boom, and this would be more for like your older, kids.
It's on Audible, and we're listening to the Gladys Aylward right now.
Oh yes, beautiful.
I love that.
So these are amazing. I would strongly suggest supporting them. The Christian Hero series, you can order these. We ordered the whole series at once, and it was a great deal. So that was awesome. And then a must, I believe, to any library is Tim Ballard. So Tim Ballard, if you have the Deseret Book app, he is a lot of the Lincoln Hypothesis, the Washington Hypothesis, and the Pilgrim's Promise are all on the bookshelf where you can listen to them audibly while you're driving around, which is always amazing. And that goes, so his big thing is that with the work that he does, I would say the themes that he's looking for is that God shows up for his people. There's covenants in place, there's promises in place, and that there is covenants over America, this great land. There's covenants in our own lives, and that our personal righteousness really matters, and that the Lord doesn't show up 50% of the time, he shows up 100%. And so he does a beautiful job at weaving those truths through history, showing you how these men a lot of the times were in an absolutely dire situation where it looked like there was no way out, and the way out, of course, was heaven. And against all odds, they were delivered. And so everything he writes, I think, is amazing. And a lot of times when you buy his books, you're supporting, obviously, his mission to help children. And you're also supporting a lot of the foundations that they've started to help children. And it's an amazing cause. So I would say he is a wealth of knowledge in American history. And I think that's it.